I have with me Oak Park River Forest High School head coach Paul Collins. As we know, injuries play a big part of the early season. We all know about the stars on the Oak Park River Forest team, like Isaiah White, Larry Early, Kamal Bay. I want to talk to you about the other guys, the guys you don't hear about that much, the Metzgers, the Bergens, the Scotts, Savon Benetti. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the biggest story for us this weekend was Bryce Scott. Kid at 145 was filling in for Larry Early. We think if he's on another team, he's an all-state wrestler. If not, at least a qualifier. And unfortunately, he wrestles behind Larry Early and Isaiah White. But this was a big tournament for him. He went 2-2 at the Ironman, and we even kind of thought that was an underachievement of sorts. But he had some goals coming into this tournament, and our number one goal for him was to just let himself wrestle as hard as he could. He still wants to wrestle at the next level, and we want to make sure he gets the kind of exposure he deserves. So it was good to see him step up, and he went 6-1 on the weekend, and he won some really tough matches against some tough opponents. And the two guys that placed ahead of him were a returning state champion and a returning placer. Max Metzger is another guy who he's really a 170-pounder. And he's bumped up in the lineup, and he had to wrestle a tough tournament. Didn't do as well last week at the Ironman, but came in this weekend with a better mindset and really allowed himself to open up his offense and look to score points. Savon Benetti, Ben Bergen, a couple other seniors that are guys that are stepping up for our team right now. It was great to see we had a sophomore step in at 126, Kevin Davis, who took 7th, and every single one of his wins were a bonus point. So it was, overall it was nice to see us kind of bounce back. Not that we had a poor showing at the Ironman, but we wanted to come here and have some guys have some better performances.
And Bergen, of course, first-year starter this year, yes. Senior, finally got into the lineup.
Yep.
8th place finisher at the Ironman last week.
Yes.
Amazing performance.
Absolutely. And he's one of those kids that's been in the program for 4 years now, and he's one of the kids that we champion our seniors, and we really relish their efforts as leaders on the team and guys that are an extension of the coaching staff. And Ben's done a great job this year, and he won a really, really tough quarterfinal wrestleback match last week against the number 2 seed and had the focus and unfortunately wasn't able to win the last couple, but he was 8th place at the toughest tournament in the country. I think this weekend he had a little bit of a setback, but if we're looking at the big picture, where we want him to be at the end of the year, he's still moving in the right direction. And you're going to have hiccups throughout the year, but his effort is there. There are just some other things that we can work on.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
And good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.